Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another one of my online battles from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing as the Dwarfs. I know I don't usually play Dwarfs, that's because I suck at them. And yeah, we're up against Norsca, which is quite a fun faction to play as, by the way, and I'm still trying to get into it. Anyway, so over here, as you can see, I got a front line of miners with blasting charges, because I thought these guys don't have that much of an armor, so blasting charges are gonna be an excellent cheap choice to go with. And yeah, this is it. So for my hardcore units, I'm gonna be rocking 4 units of Longbeards with grey weapons and 2 Bagman's Rangers to keep an eye out. I also brought an Arrow Drake with Trollhammer torpedoes just for that anti-large. Who else did I miss? I think I got, yeah, the Dragonback Slayers over here. I got another standard unit of Slayer back here. They got a little bit mixed up over there. They were in a different group, and when you move the whole army it tends to do that. I'm gonna take them back in just a minute. So over here I got a Runesmith, and he's got pretty much everything. He's got the Hammer of Karak Draz, just to lower that melee attack and weapon damage. He's got the Rune of Negation for the damage resistance in an area effect. He also got the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. I really like that slowing speed effect. The Rune of Oath of Steel for extra armor, and the Forge Fire, which provides armor piercing across the roster. And for my leadership, I got just a Rune Lord with pretty much the same runes as the Rune Lord, and he's got the Rune of Hearth and Home, which makes the whole units around him immune to psychology. Excellent if you are fighting any large monsters that cause terror, although I don't think... okay, yeah, the Miststalkers are causing terror, so it's great that I brought that. So for my enemy, he's got a chariot over here, a Marauder chariot. He's got a Wolfric on a chariot, quite heavy play for anti-dwarf over there. He's got the Sword of Torgeld, weapon damage increased by 75%. He's got the Hunter of Champions, slowing effect, minus armor and melee defense. Quite an excellent choice to go after the dwarves, because they rely on that high melee defense. Fight or Die to provide melee attack and leadership for the nearby troops. The Sea Fang doesn't do that much of a damage to armored units, but still a great choice if you want to apply that that speed debuff. And Foe Seeker and the Rage mechanic. So for the rest of his troops, he's got the Miststalkers back here, quite a nice choice, and they are pretty much good across all the board. They are not the anti-large variant, they just do freaking amazing damage overall, and it's even magical, and they cause Thunder Armor, pretty much a standard if you're fighting off against the Dwarves. So pretty high quality army from my opponent over here. On the front line, he's got Marauder Champions, he's got the Icehorn Marauders as well. He's got more Marauder Champions over here, some standard Marauders in the back, some Marauder Hunters over here as well, which are gonna be throwing axes as usual. And he also got a Fimir Belfint with Shadows. Does he get the, yeah, Malcolm's Mystify Miasma and Fimbling Foe and Pit of Shades to just spam in any huge blobs of infantry that the dwarves end up getting into. And this is pretty much it. I think he's got some units more back here, which are a unit of Norsca and Ice Wolves and 2 units of Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. So I'm gonna fast forward this because my... crap, I just muted myself by mistake. Anyway, I was saying that I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit because my opponent is just gonna keep spamming spells before he actually goes in. He's gonna try to weaken my Longbeards with great weapons. Over here he's trying to get a few shots, I don't even know where, but he wasn't able to see the Bagman's Rangers. They were hidden, so they're gonna get some really nice damage in there, and the miners with blasting charges are also doing great, just dropping those bombs in there and just scattering the Marauder Horsemen overall. And some more Overwatch Fire is coming in from the Bagman's Ranger. Quite a nice unit, I really like the Bagman's Rangers. So I'm still standing here, I haven't seen my enemy, I can't see him inside the woods just yet. He drops that ship over here, which, as I said, doesn't do that much of a damage against armored units. and all I do is just stand and wait. I get some free shots over here. He drops another pit of sage, which is targeted to as of again to take down my longbeards, which are the backbone of my army. And yeah, that's how it's pretty much gonna be. Alright, I decide to move forward, and at the same time he decides to do that. So I'm gonna stop my army at its heels. Yep, there we go. And I'm gonna brace for the freaking attack over here. The miners with blasting charges are opening fire, gonna do some really nice damage into these Marauder champions, although they're gonna just tear them apart in a little bit of a few. But yeah, they're gonna hold the line, and the Longbeards are gonna move in. They're gonna get that charge off, which is not great, but it's still decent. And with their armor piercing and really nice fighting capabilities, are gonna fight these guys off. So he drops the enfeebling foe over here just to lower the melee attack and melee defense of the whole Longbeard unit, just to break the force overall in here. But I counter that with the Master Rune of Oath and Steel and Rune of Negation to just rack up the defensive stats of these guys by quite a lot, and as you can see, they're not taking any real damage. That spell also got some of the units back here. He is also trying to get within my lines with his with his Norscan wolves over here, but he's miserably failing. As soon as I moved these guys, the Longbeards to fight over there, I had to sit my Dragonback Slayers over here just to provide some defensive mechanism in case something went wrong. Over here he's breaking through the lines of these petty miners, but as you can see, the Femir Bellefiend is already taking a huge lot of damage. The Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin is going down because I don't want him to just keep going into my back line, and I'm actually patiently waiting right now because I want him to come over here so I can counter with my Slayers. I moved some more miners in order to get to the front line. Over here I get the Dragonback Slayers in order to counter the chariots, because Wulfric was here, and some of the chariots, unfortunately, they managed to break through, but they get that debuff on the speed right now, and I'm gonna soon just reattach these guys and send them after the chariots back here. The Bagman's Rangers over here get trampled by all the chariot play. Fortunately, that front line, which seemed to go against my favor, has turned the other way around, and I'm finally able to just get into Wulfric the Wanderer with a lot of troops, and even the Runesmith is here. Where's my leader? Okay, my leader is still fighting on the left flank. Some miners are desperately trying to come back. I'm gonna send them into this pocket over here to hold the line. Gonna pull my Rune Lord back. I'm gonna send the Dragonback Slayers along with the other Slayers that are over here just to counter the chariot play, which as you can see are getting stuck at the moment. They tried to snipe out the Iron Drakes, but with all the buffs over here, the damage resistance and all the runes being dropped, that's gonna be quite a lot hard to take down. Over here these Bagman's Rangers are gonna open fire to the throwing axes. They're completely gonna tear them down, excuse me, quite fast. My last unit that hasn't actually seen the fight yet. These Longbeards on the right flank are gonna come over. Now recommitting all of my troops from over here to the middle to take down his Wulfric, Bellefiend and the rest of the forces. Have left this pocket open, so the Mist Stalkers were able to just get some free kills over there. That's fine. I'm gonna send these Iron Miners to just to keep them occupied for the moment, because I need to clean house over here. I managed to do it, so the Slayers, as soon as I see that the Mist Stalkers are overextending into the front lines, I'm gonna send them, and actually my opponent is gonna quite a good play over there just to try to take them back. And yeah, this is going really well so far. The Bounds of Power starts to move a little bit in my favor. Wulfric has taken a lot of damage. The Marauder Horsemen are just gonna get picked apart by the last of the Bagman's Rangers, although they don't have much ammunition. But the Iron Drakes are actually dropping their torpedoes right in here, and they're doing some really nice damage. Although these guys are better to shoot at really large targets, like giant single model entities. Some Marauder champions have broken through here, trying to go after my recoming Bagman's Rangers, which were retreating, but they're finally back and free shooting at the Mist Stalkers. He's really wanna shut them down. That's fine. They're just gonna take the hit. Bagman's Rangers can easily fight. Gonna try to take them back, but I'm gonna miserably fail. So Wulfric over here is going down. I dropped the Hammer of Karak-Draz on him, and actually managed to beat him really hard with the Rune Lord and the Runesmith over here. The whole right flank now has cleaned up. My Slayers got a freaking nice wrap on these Mistalkers over here. Quite an excellent choice. Both of my Slayers, actually, both the Fire Dragon, the Dragonback Slayers and the standard ones. And yeah, the Femir are gonna slowly go down. He's moving some Marauders over here to help him out, but as soon as I see this, I'm just gonna move some chip units like miners in order to take them down. The Bagman's Rangers have unfortunately here have broken, but it's fine, they're gonna regenerate and hopefully come back. So for my enemy over here, as you can see, not a lot of stuff remaining. Some Hounds, the Belfiend Femir, and some Marauder Horsemen which are now coming back. Wolfric is down to, let me see, yeah, 400 hit points, which is not a lot. I accidentally dropped that Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin over there. I wasn't intending to. And yeah, this is where the last of the fight is gonna go down. My Dwarfs are gonna come in and just take care of the last of the Marauders champions over here. Wolfric is gonna take it like a champ. He's gonna try to come in, and I think my Rune Lord and the Rune Smith are just gonna finally drag him down. And actually not, because my opponent over there, as you can see, conceded defeat. And that was pretty much it. So I haven't played the Dwarfs in like months, and the first time I played them against a really good build and a good player, I actually managed to win. That was cool. So let's see, the Rune Lord did excellent, just buffing up the front lines, the Rune Smith as well, the miners just holding the tides off until my Longbeards could get in. These guys are a little bit tattered because the other one's targeted by the Pit of Sage. The rest did quite well, not so much many kills, but overall they did quite fine. The Dragonback Slayers and the Standard Slayers actually did a lot of work, and imagine that only one large monster was in play and the 2 chariots, and all of these kills are just pure infantry, and they still managed to get out of that unscathed. Alright, and the Bagman's Rangers, great choice as usual, and especially in unarmored targets, just as this. And the Iron Drakes, actually, well, they didn't do much, but I just brought them for the meme, I don't know. Wolfric, excellent choice for this matchup, and also a huge amount of kills. Overall, everybody into his army didn't do that great, except Wolfric and these Marauder champions. As you can see, the other ones got trampled, because they were countered real hard by all the runes and stuff like that. The Marauder Horsemen were shut down by the Bagman's Rangers. The Marauder Hunters didn't do that much, nor did the Norsca Ice Wolves. And the Chariot, actually only 20 kills. This is quite pathetic, I would say, but it's a freaking Marauder Chariot, so it shouldn't be that competitive. It always sucks, to be honest. And that was it, so I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment, and I'm gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.